Alrighty guys, we're back for Golgari Landfall, and this is an Edge of Eternities standard brew, and I'm Red Cat. Let's briefly go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, we built this together over on the Twitch channel, and today's matches were streamed live, so hopefully we got some good ones for everybody. What's in here? We got some new ones. Seedship Broodtender is a 2-mana 2/3 with Golgari colors. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. Then for 3 and Golgari colors, so 5 total mana, sacrifice this creature. Return target creature or spacecraft card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. So a little bit of a Reanimator theme going on in here, as we do have all 4 Zombifies as well. So what kind of big top-end things are we trying to reanimate? Well, we have 3 Glacier Godmaws, 7 mana 6/6 with Trample. When this creature enters, create a lander token. Okay, I'm not going to go over the lander token. There it is on the screen. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance and haste until end of turn. Pretty neat stuff. We actually didn't get a chance to see the Godmaw haste come into play today, but I do think it'll be pretty decent when it actually does come into play. Now we have 3 Famished Worldsires. This is an 8 mana 0/0 Devour Land 3. So as it enters, you may sacrifice any number of lands. It enters with 3 times that many +1/+1 counters on it. So that's pretty crazy. The Ward 3 should really come in handy. And when this creature enters, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the creature's power. Put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So the only thing that this creature is missing is Trample, unfortunately. But we do have a Rogue's Passage in here to help slip the Worldsire through as an unblockable creature, which is pretty neat. I won't spoil anything. Maybe we'll get to see that today, huh? Now we do have a Valgavoth also, because if we have all 4 Zombifies, and come on, Valgavoth, you know, it's pretty good. We have a couple Summon Titans here, also on the top end. Not a terrible reanimation target, but it fits the whole theme where we like to plug things into the grave. Bringing the lands back will be good, and Chapter 3 is pretty good too. How about all 4 Icetill Explorers? 4 mana, 2/4. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. You may play lands from your graveyard. It also has Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, mill a card. Holy cow, guys. I cannot believe how much of an MVP this was on today's stream. I can't wait for you guys to see it in action. Really neat. Definitely going to be playing with this one in the future as well. Now, a couple Scoutlanders, another new card, 3 mana spacecraft with station, 7+, it becomes a flying 3/3. Okay, when it enters, you may sacrifice a land or a lander. If you do, search your library for 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Nice. Other landfall things that we're just not going to go over, a couple Tifas, a couple Sazh's Chocobo, ought to do the thing nicely, right? And then we have a couple Quag Feast and all 4 Bitter Triumphs. Also, did I say a couple Sazh's Chocobo? I meant all 4, by the way. Yeah, and all 4 Bitter Triumphs to help us get that top end into the grave ready to reanimate. Now, over in the mana base, we do have all 4 Mortuaries. The Surveil really coming in handy. All 4 Verge, a couple Blooming Marsh, all 4 Fabled Passages really helping with all the landfall theme and whatnot. I talked about the Rogue's Passage for a little bit, too. Some honorable mentions. Valgavoth Faithful. Also, guys, all of these honorable mentions are really good honorable mentions, so really something to consider. Valgavoth's Faithful instead of like Broodtender could be cool. Aftermath Analyst could be an excellent one to trade in. We have Say Its Name and Altenac as cards to consider as good budget trade-ins for this deck list. I like those a lot. Squirming Emergence could have made the deck list as like a one of, but we actually ended up dropping this somewhere in the middle of stream. So, and then Lumra is another excellent honorable mention. Now, as the games went on, we did modify the deck list, I would say, significantly. So keep an eye on that. The early games might look a little bit different than this finalized version of the deck list. Also, guys, I'm going to completely skip the final thoughts for this video since it is just going to be an edited stream overall. Either way, let's go ahead, get into those games. All right, we go first. That's great news. Couple lands, got our top end. Bitter Triumph can send it. No way to reanimate yet, though. It'd be weird to mulligan this, right? I'm keeping this. And we have quite the extensive top end. Come on down, Chocobo. But opponent, look, it's a Wastewood Verge. It's not a forest. Am I cool yet, opponent? Am I neat? No! Sazh's Chocobo, get down! I'm sad now. Okay, Demolition Field doesn't power up the Verge, so either way we wouldn't have had the Bitter Triumph this turn. Another Verge. We got Ramp with the Scoutlander. I'm going to send it because it also thins the deck list. With Scoutlander already getting us to our fourth. Fourth is realistically all we need for now. Once we find our Zombify. Right? So... Classic Saga Elder Giant Moth Tribal deck. What did I just read? Alright, what does it mean? Oh, Tifa. Okay. Okay, with a Bushwhack and a Plasma Bolt and a Might, the opponent's doing some neat things over there. I'd love to establish Tifa before the Scoutlander, but... yeah, I guess. We don't have Snakeskin Veil in this deck list, but the opponent doesn't know that. Tifa, get down! Run! Maybe they're out of removal now. This was their 2 pieces of removal. Okay, Hellkite comes down, hits Tifa for 1, which lets them swing at the Might because we don't plan on blocking. Yeah, 6 gets through. That's pretty good. That was a good turn for the opponent, I'd say. Luckily, we got to keep Tifa around, so we get like 4 through. We do miss mana off the top, but boy, Zombify is good. Don't worry, guys. I'll always try to catch up on the chat after the match, too. I guess I'm going to pop the Verge. I guess it doesn't really matter. Depending on what we're doing. Yeah, I guess the Demolition Field also works. No, we can use that later. Okay, Verge. I'm just always concerned about mana on the board is all. Swamp and Forest. Go, Tifa. Get a little mini swing or start to power up the Scouter. No, we should swing for sure. Since they were taking damage from starting town and everything too. Yeah, every point of damage, even though we're trying to be super explosive, every point of damage should matter. There's still a couple turns from a Hellkite, but another Hellkite from hand with Warp would be terrifying this turn. And we're probably going to have to keep Bitter Triumph open next turn. Oh, you had a layover in Greece, Nitty Rat. So hot, we slept outside. Yeah, keep hydrated. I will now that I got my water bottle. Hey, I look away for 1 second and Tifa's gone. No, Tifa. Come back with my Zombify, Tifa. No, we're in danger. Surak's gonna have to be the target now for sure. They replace it. You don't think they have protection in there, right? Maybe we should do it on our turn. I'll start with the Surveil. See what we see here. More land can go, probably. Yeah, starting with the Surveil, we could have seen like a Worldsire or something to the grave. Worldsire's going to be a big chunky creature. Might be hard for a Gruul to actually remove. Could be like perfect. Yeah, we're kind of set up, but I think we do this on our turn before they have protection open or something. So we're going to discard, of course. Yeah, since they're tapped out, get the Worldsire to the grave. Replaces itself. How do you guys feel about doing that on our turn instead? Yeah, we're set up for the Worldsire. Yeah, if Tifa survived, that would have been crazy. Surveillance are good. their selection and busted when they're Entomb. What does Entomb do again, Art? Oh, big damage from the opponent, guys. Oh no. Oh no. And they got a flyer too. So Verge is not terrific. I guess it's more land we can pop to the Worldsire, though. This is pretty cool. We're doing the thing right away, huh? So we still have 2 mana open. It's too bad we don't have more removal for the Slick Shot. We can power up the Scoutlander to block in the air. I guess I'm just going to pop all these, because, like, why not? It'll be an 18-18. Submit 5. Not bad. We got the 5 land back. No, we had 6 land on the board. Ah, we saw less. That's okay, though. Yeah, it's like I said, we can power up the Scoutlander to block the Show-Off, or keep the Worldsire to block the Might on the ground. Even so, Might's going to power up the Show-Off. And I guess we die pretty much. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm thinking, buddy. Might can't attack or they die, but then the Might still boosts the Show-Off. All they need is one thing from hand. If we power this up, block the Slick Shot Show-Off, I guess they could remove the Scoutlander much easier. Blue says, shove this massive 18-18 into the cockpit of the spaceship. Oh, let's do it. Alright, the Worldsire has squeezed into the Scoutlander. Alchemist comes down. Yeah, we're blocking in the air. Oh, they give haste to the Alchemist anyways. Alright, so they got it. So in this scenario, see, the Show-Off actually goes up to a 4-3. Hey, good game, opponent. Yeah. The opponent having a hasty creature, so it didn't end up mattering, but I've been seeing that Gruul deck list pop up a lot. Really neat one. It seems pretty good, too. Okay, opponent goes first. This is a good hand, right? Okay, I'm going to keep it, probably. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, we might want 25 mana in here, guys, but we'll see. Quag Feast is good. Sazh is Chocobo. Come on down, buddy. No, Sazh is Chocobo, why? It has yet to make it past turn 1. Alright, we should definitely do Mortuary, because... Oh, Zombify, holy cow. Holy cow, guys. That's true. Yeah, Ward 3 is kind of no joke. Springbloom Druid. Hey, this is the card I was talking about. Yeah. It's similar to the Scoutlander. With nothing to remove, we definitely ramp. I'm just wondering when do we want to get the Worldsire in the grave, because it might be a decent turn to keep Bitter Triumph open. But we should ramp. We should. Even though it thins the deck and everything. That's totally fine. Yeah, worse version than the spacecraft? Probably. Probably depends on what the deck list is going for, right? Because Springbloom Druid can at least chump right out the gate, where Scoutlander needs to actually get powered up. But then also, Scoutlander can hit lander tokens too, not just the land, so... Alright, let's reanimate the Sazh's Chocobo, right? That'll be great. It'll be really good. Let's go with Quag Feast. We got 4. Crap. Alright. So I guess we actually don't really have great targets here, but I guess it doesn't matter the order. We do this all on our turn too. So we'll discard Worldsire. Oh, Glacier Godmaw too. Okay. Wow. I don't know what we want in the grave. I want all of it in the grave. Maybe the Godmaw first. Set up Worldsire later? No, Worldsire's Ward 3. Yeah. Plus against Cruel Colors. Dude, I apologize to the opponents, huh? Yeah, we're doing all this on our turn. Oh no, Zombify to the grave. No. I would have loved the second Zombify. Yeah, now they just got a dino egg. They need another hatcher. So what is this? Is this dinosaur ramp? Yeah, Titan play if we see the 5th mana, but another Worldsire to hand. I guess we go for this. And the Worldsire from the grave could ramp us pretty good too. Come on. Let's see what we see. Yeah, 7. Holy cow. Nice. What do you guys think? We're not in direct danger? Exactly, R2. Exactly. Yeah, we're going for the Scoutlander. We're not in direct danger. I think we're okay. Right, guys? Right? Right? Oh, crap, dude. We're dead. Wow. Okay. That's my fault, I guess. Jeez, man. Opponent goes first. What game? Have you considered my feelings? Alright, yeah, we keep this, I guess. This is technically much worse than some of the other hands, but we still have Valgavoth to send to the Triumph. Even though we're not trying to do the fast glass cannon thing, we still might want some protection in here. Oh, very nice draw, guys. Go, 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 Sazh's Chocobo. All of a sudden, the hand is good. Oh, Fallout 2. So I haven't played 1 and 2. Yeah, I haven't played those OG ones, but I do have them on Steam. Do you think they hold up? Authority of Consoles. A little rude. Fabled Passage is the only way to grab a black source. Verge and Demolition Field, it's all going to be green. But we still stick to it. I'm going to play Tifa before combat because I like playing cards. And the opponent's tapped out, so it doesn't matter. So I also haven't played Fallout Tactics Art. Tactics was fun. It's not a true Fallout game either. Had real-time adaptation. I see, I see. 3 mana open. The opponent drops the sunglasses because they know. They know that we know. Alright, Fabled Passage at instant speed, of course. We'll try to go for the swing here. Oh, is this happening? Grab a swamp. Is this happening? No, they're waiting till the last moment. They're totally waiting for the last moment. Right? Okay, yeah, what last moment? Mortify. Okay. What if we don't have a target for the Bitter Triumph? Then we don't worry about it, right? Yeah. I was gonna say Bitter Triumph could pop our own Tifa, but there should be something eventually for the Triumph. Oh, we don't have Zombify anyways. That probably would have been a pretty bad play. If we already had a way to reanimate in hand, then it maybe could have been decent to discard a big thing. And versus what the opponent's playing, probably Valgavoth, but they're still going to have ways to wipe the board too, so I don't know. That's going to be tough. All right. 4th mana. Boost Sazh's Chocobo. And don't worry, guys. I'll always catch up on chat after the matches too. It all depends when I decide to focus in. Does the Explorer hit the board? Nice. Extra land, Fabled Passage. This is crazy, dude. Holy cow. All right. We milled more land, too. I guess I'll start with the swing. As his Chocobo getting in for 6. 3-turn clock all of a sudden. 5th land comes in next turn, though. No, it is going to be another Mortify. I'm not going to lie, guys. As far as control deck lists go, it's actually pretty cool that they're rocking Mortify in there, right? Nice. Godmaw has been milled. That'll be a fun one. Beza. Here's our target for the Bitter Triumph. Yeah, Valgavoth and Worldsire both going to be decent. Wow, and there's the Zombify. Wow. Okay, well, what do we do? Guys, there's 1,000 options. We could get a hasty Godmaw. If we establish Godmaw and it gets to survive, yeah, that seems pretty good actually, right? So Zombify the Godmaw. We get some good damage since they're tapped out this turn. No! Authority of Consuls. Why, Authority of Consuls? Why? Hold on. We're not too far away from outright casting the Worldsire. Maybe we can get a crazy Godmaw swing next turn? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just going to play the Forest instead of the Fabled Passage because I won't mind seeing more mana off the top. Quag Feast could have been pretty good. Oh, we get extra lands, actually. Okay. Yeah, I apologize for running down the timer, opponent. Yeah, we might as well deck thin then. Because we're boosting the Explorer, get a pretty good swing. I think I am going to actually use the Bitter Triumph here too. More mill, another Godmaw hitting the grave is pretty sick. I also have Scoutlander. Explorer doesn't have trample like the Godmaw though. This would have been so sick, dude. Alright, yeah, we're still going to discard probably Valgavoth. Because Worldsire could win us the game if the Godmaw survives. Okay, that would have been epic if the Authority of Consuls didn't exist, right? I completely overlooked it over there. Truth, you're going to see the new Superman movie. Opponent! Opponent? My deck? My deck list, bro? Oh no! Oh no! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, tapped land. Why? Tapped land strikes again. Alright, let's get the Surveil. I think we're gonna die. I might as well send the Worldsire. Might as well. Now our deck thinning is just incredibly dangerous for us, huh? But Scoutlander can pop the lander. I grab 2 more lands. Just helping the opponent at this point. And then Demolition Field doesn't have a great target right now. Yeah, actually, that's true. Lucky we're Reanimator. Let's see how many Zombifies we lost. Oh, I'm holding the opponent up. Beza number 2. 1, 2. And then we used 1 earlier. We still have 1 Zombify in the deck list. I'll keep the Demolition Field just in case. I guess. They got 4 mana open with the extra treasures. The Explorer is pretty good. Nothing we do has haste when it comes down. And Worldsire doesn't have a trample either. We got 15 cards remaining in the deck list. Without trample on Worldsire, we probably die to... Like, 1 more Rupture brings us down to, what, 7 cards? If we rip the rest of the land out of the deck list... Extra land from the Explorer... So I guess we want to do, like... all of the tapped land with the Worldsire just to make it as chunky as possible. Oh, I should have kept the Demolition Field back, though. We can do, like, if we do 7, it'll be a 21-21. No, we'll do 8, so that way if we can actually get a swing past the Beza, there's lethal on the board, potentially. Yeah, we'll pop the Demolition Field, too, I guess. A 24-24. Let's see how much mana is remaining here in the deck list. Meringue River Regent. That's probably not good news for us. Probably right into another board wipe, right? Wow, 8 land in the last 15 cards. Okay. Worldsire. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll keep it on top. No, yeah. We can just full cast it again. Actually, the Valgavoth from earlier, you might have been right, Lux. I should have kept the Valgavoth to eventually just cast out. Ah, Monument. Okay, hey, good game, opponent. Good game. No, they don't have double blue on the board. Auto Tapper. No, not Auto Tapper. They just literally don't have double blue on the board. We're alive! All we need is removal to remove the Beza, so maybe I should have gotten rid of the Worldsire. How much more removal do I have in the deck list? Their Triumph, 1, 2, 3. Quag Feast, 1. Oh, all 4 Triumph out. Oh, all of our removal is out of the deck list. Oh, it was a Day of Judgment anyways. Well... And then next turn they mill us with the rest of the monument. Brutal stuff, huh? Alright. Who needs land? Who needs it? Get out of here, land. A 30-30 Worldsire. We had 2 Titans, a Zombify. Oh, the Zombify would have been pretty good. Hey, good game, opponent. Fancy Pants, GG. There you go. If they missed the other Day of Judgment, they still would have had the chump block with the Beza, so the only real way through would have been Magic Trample, and the only way to give Trample in here is the bottom ability on Titan, I'm pretty sure. Opponent goes first. That has been a theme today, unfortunately. This is a great hand. Oh, Bushwhack could be a card to consider for sure. Yeah. All right. At least they didn't have a turn 1 removal for Sazh's Chocobo. This good hand just got so much better after finding the 4th right away. Holy cow. I'm going to keep the 2nd Explorer, because there's a good chance the first one gets removed eventually, right? Since we have everything we need, we don't want to Zombify the Explorer either. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Even though if we send it, we could have found something for next turn. We still have the Bitter Triumph open for next turn. What's the opponent doing? Should I be concerned? Opponent? This is weird. Oh. Oh? Wait for them to cast an aura? Atali's favor. All right. I'm going to actually just pay the 3 here. Nothing to discard. Tifa. Hi, Tifa. No lands in the grave right now. That doesn't mean that I don't play the Icetill Explorer, right? Yeah. If we had more land in hand, then it would have been Tifa for the turn. But just establishing our big creature for now seems a little better. Yeah, so enchantment deck, 100% random encounter build, says Art. Mono red nothing burger. Okay, demonic ruckus. So we got what we need on the board, but we're missing mana. That's probably some spot removal finally from the opponent too. Alright, go for the swing for 8. Hope that we don't die this turn, but definitely keep the Bitter Triumph open. Get the Tifa down too. Actually, should have saved Tifa back because board wipe could happen. So, what we... Okay, it's a Manifold Mouse. And then... So it was Boros enchantments, guys, but like early Boros enchantments. Oh dear. Oh dear, the opponent missed so much. I'm sorry, opponent. They really missed that early game. Maybe a worthwhile mulligan. Well. Oh, opponent goes first. See, what's up with this? Yeah. I don't like this at all, but a mulligan might be very weird. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I was expecting with the Discover, I thought they were going big with the Discover abilities. Something was gonna go on, is what I thought. Okay, we did find some of our top end. No way to get it into the grave right now. We're not gonna do some deck thinning yet. Gonna save Fabled Passage for actual turn 4. Yeah, keeping the extra Explorer in that last game. I guess I probably should have sent it, but I was expecting so much more from the opponent. Mortuary. We still have Marsh for next turn, so we should get the Surveil on the Mortuary while we have it. And we have nothing open anyways. Sazh is Chocobo. Oh man, not this again. Yuna, why? Why, Yuna? Alright, since we could send Sazh's Chocobo and see something even worse underneath, I think we should keep Sazh's Chocobo on top. I guess we could find removal underneath. With 2 Icetill, can you play 2 additional land or 1? Valley says 2 additional. I'm not sure. But 2 additional... Yeah, the ability should stack, right? Yeah, we'll actually just go Blooming Marsh here so it doesn't come down tapped next turn. Yeah, let me read this real quick. You may play an additional land. Yeah. It's kind of worded in a way like if you had an extra land to play on your turn, then it's only that 1 extra. But at the same time, since it's on 2 cards, they both give you the additional. So... yeah, it makes sense that these would stack. Broodtender. Luckily, the opponents had a pretty slow start, if that's what we want to count as slow. But yeah, relatively. Broodtender is really good. Oh yeah, Ghost Vacuum open. That's going to pick up the Fabled Passage out of the grave, so it ruins our Explorer play. We still get an extra land from hand, though, which will be the Verge. Yeah, Ghost Vacuum's really bad news. Well, I guess it's still not going to stop me. We're still going to go for it. Come on down, Icetill Explorer. Maybe the opponent won't notice. Actually... they had to do it on the stack of the Explorer. Yeah, there we go. Hey. Nice. Oh no, Summon Titan's gonna get picked up now instead. Okay, let's pop this now. Bigger swing on the Sazh's Chocobo. Or mill. Oh, more land. Nice. I guess they can take all that. They can target the land for 2 turns in a row. Do some now, do some on their turn. But they probably want to pick up the Titan. Yeah, we're in significant danger since they sent the Yuna earlier. We can expect them to already have it in hand. Looks like they do miss the 5th mana. Thank goodness. It's kind of necessary, right? Esper Moduin. Okay. Right, so fifth land on the board. Again, not using the vacuum. I guess they don't care too much about the Explorer is the thing, right? So we'll definitely grab Fabled Passage back from the grave. But we should do it after the Chocobo, which gives them time to pick it up with the vacuum. But then we'll still have Verge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can actually go Godmaw this turn with the extra land. We'll have 7, but no haste. I apologize, opponent. Dude, I'm thinking we have 1,000 plays. Broodtender could try for the mill. I guess anything we try to reanimate from the yard is what Ghost Vacuum ends up picking, though, so... Okay, so we start with Sazh's Chocobo. Godmaw's next turn. Hopefully we can do something big here. Broodtender. I guess we could play the other Explorer. More forest is totally fine. Oh, Godmaw in the grave. But the Ghost Vacuum, guys. But the Ghost Vacuum. Why? Yeah, as soon as we target the Godmaw, they pick it up with the Ghost Vacuum. And that'll just continuously be a problem. So I guess we'll play the other Explorer. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll bring back the Fabled Passage, get even further mill. Bitter Triumph. Oh no, that would have been good. Okay, I mean, they're gonna chump, right? Grab a swamp this time. This is actually pretty sick. Summon Titan as well. We're doing insane deck thinning. Hey, second Fabled Passage. That's actually really good news. Because now if they do decide to take a Fabled Passage out of the equation with the Ghost Vacuum... Now see, if only we were actually able to reanimate that Godmaw, because we could have given haste to all of this too. Haste to the second Sazh's Chocobo and everything is insane. I don't know if we're up against board wipes, but we're playing it out. We're just playing everything. More land. Oh, Rogue's Passage. That'll help. Yep, Rogue's Passage will definitely help. They do go for the chump. Yeah, it's too bad we had to be up against Ghost Vacuum. I know, I sound like a broken record at that point, but... Yeah, that's pretty rough. Because we would have had one heck of a swing with the Godmaw. Yeah, Chocobo's really working out nicely. The second Sazh's Chocobo was really good news off of the top there, because all in one turn, it's a 6-7 all of a sudden. The Icetill Explorer has been really good too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's the Yuna, guys? Wow. Good game, opponent. I thought for sure that was going to be a back and forth game. I thought maybe the Rogue's Passage was going to be the way out too. See, they did end up picking up the first Godmaw with the Ghost Vacuum, but the way they were letting us continuously play lands... Hey, there we go! Oh my goodness. Anyways, the way they were just letting us play the lands instead of picking up with Ghost Vacuum, it actually made a lot of sense in that last turn. Like, they were anticipating reanimation. But a big thing there would have been, were they going to let us actually get the Rogue's Passage out? And the way they were letting us play, probably. I think Rogue's Passage could have hit the board, and then we filter through as many of the Fabled Passages as possible, and then make the biggest Sazh's Chocobo unblockable, and then get a nice full swing there. But I thought for sure it was going to be a Uniturn. For sure. I can't believe we go first, guys. Really good hand. I like it. Let's do it. Right. Start with the Blooming Marsh. Sleep is for the weak, then you sleep for a week. That's true. True enough, Blue. True enough. Yeah, for sure. Tsuki, which ones do you think were good enough? I guess I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch. Come on down, Tifa. Tifa, survive the turn. That's all I ask. Tifa, you had one job. Why? All right, another Fabled Passage is actually decent here. We start by getting this into the yard. Since we have Explorer, we can totally double down on Fabled Passages every turn, thin the deck list significantly. It's nice that green actually has something going for it. I agree, Defies. It's nice that there's some powerhouse cards in green. Because it took a while, didn't it? Okay, we can grab... We have a swamp in hand. We can just grab another forest successfully. Explorer for ramp. Fabled Passage. Mill. Oh, another Explorer. Cool. And then that'll be untapped. And turn. Okay. Tifa survived the turn challenge. It's a very hard challenge. A very hard one to succeed in. That wouldn't be a terrible trade for us, but the extra land is why they accept that trade, right? For sure. Like, they're expecting us to ramp into something big. Yeah, I don't actually accept that. I think our ramp is better than their ramp right now. Bro, we've been seeing way too much of this Yuna deck list. A lot of chump blockers. I'm glad we added that Rogue's Passage. Let's grab a swamp this time. Even though we still have a swamp in hand, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna be out. Sazh's Chocobo to the grave. We're gonna be out of basics this game. Larval Scoutlander. We really are going to be out of basics this game. Okay, we got 5 on the board. 1 extra land. The Quag Feast. Without Zombify in hand or anything. We don't have Worldsire for the turn regardless. We might as well start with the Surveil on the Mortuary before we mill away using a Quag Feast on a Fear, but we probably want to hit the Terra. Yeah, a lot of land. A lot of land off the top. At some point we can stop with the Fableds. Quag Feast is still open if we do the Scoutlander. Pop the Forest. Forest, swamp. No more swamps in the build. Mill 2 more on the Explorer. Valgavoth, hi! We really need that Zombify, huh? Yeah, we don't need to do Fabled Passage. We'll do the Surveil on the Mortuary again. It's pretty good. Rogue's Passage. Nice. Wow, even more land. What on earth is happening in these games, guys? It's really back and forth with this stuff, huh? I guess Quag Feast, anything over there is good, but it probably the biggest damage dealer. At least we can block Fear of Missing Out without too much worry. And too long to power up the Scoutlander. We only got one block into the Fear of Missing Outs. Both are going to untap and be able to swing, right? They'll untap each other. Another Fear of Missing Out. They missed their 5th mana then, probably. Okay. Our brains run on Windows 95, needs an occasional reboot. I agree. For sure. Okay, we got one block. See if it actually survives, though. It wouldn't be a terrible Torch the Tower for the opponent. Or an Abrade. Watch out for Abrade, guys. A lot of people are playing it more and more recently. Oh, another Worldsire. Hi. Hi. Hello. Okay. Right. All in? All in. Let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 27, 27. Alright, now all we need is Rogue's Passage. Also, Sazh's Chocobo on the board before we actually get all that. Is Rogue's... Oh, Rogue's Passage is in the grave. We need another Explorer on the board. Okay, well, number one, I guess we send the Sazh's Chocobo because we're searching for the Explorer, and we're at 10, so we do die to 3 Fear of Missing Outs next turn if we power up, like, Scoutlander, so we really are relying on the Ward 3, on the Worldsire, to stick around and be able to block these Fear of However you would say this, but plural. Are we out of lands in the deck list now? Probably. We might be. We can pop the Fable for fun to see. Or we're very close to being out of lands, if not. Yeah, we thinned the deck list beautifully. Sending the Sazh's Chocobo in search of the Explorer, so that way we can bring back the Rogue's Passage. Wait a minute. I said Rogue's Oh, there it is, there it is. I couldn't find it. Yeah. Find Explorer, bring back Rogue's Passage, make Worldsire unblockable. Oh, they go for the swing, but that's because they're going to get... Well... Yeah, they get 4 through, then they get to swing again for another 2 through if they want. Or they... What they really want is to keep blockers back. They don't know if we have removal in hand. Oh my goodness. Oh buddy. Holy cow. Explorer. Off the top. Where's the Rogue's Passage? Where is it? Rogue's Passage. Okay, and then any untapped land, so we'll grab a forest. Hey, opponent, let me swing. Let me swing, opponent. Why? Hey, good game. Yeah.